We are underway. Hafiz and Kito Abe go wheel to wheel. Abe so quick, everybody quick off the line. Also quick off the line was Zakwan Zaidi, but the man who comes through, it's the BMW, makes the way forward. What a start that is. Oh, he's flown away.
Well, there you have it. Aslan Shah from row 3, straight into the lead at turn 1. He got the whole shot.
You mentioned the BMWs, you mentioned he's being quick. Well, that was super quick.
That was, yeah, his pace has been great. That wasn't about pace, that was just about getting the start absolutely perfect. He's got Nakarin behind him. He's come up from row 2, and this is bad news.
Apiwat.
Because Apiwat is in pit lane.
One BMW flies, the other static.
That's really bad news, just as we were saying that things were going right.
Azoi Hakim Anwar, also a flying start as well. He got up into P4, from P9 to P4. And in the meantime, Abe is being dropped to, gosh, Abe is 1, 2, 3, 8. Lachlan Epis, 7th.
Yeah, so those two, starting from the front of the grid, P2 and 3 respectively, they've gone backwards in this early stage.
Hafiz Syahrin moves to P2, Chip Nakarin the new race leader. The big BMW, difficult to handle. Right then, Hafiz, straight line speed. Oh, that was a bellow of noise from the Ducati of Hafiz Syahrin, end of the first lap. And that is a statement, that is from Hafiz.
Yeah, not such a surprising one. I mean, those Hondas are really fast too, but Hafiz got really good drive out of turn 17. And now he's leading them into sector 2.
Well, Chip Nakarin has gone with him. Nakarin had a Puvapat on the Honda.
Yeah, Nakarin started from the middle of the second row, but his qualifying time was only a couple of tenths off.
Here's Abe.
Yeah.
He's alongside Lachlan Epis, who closes the door on him and then lets Abe through.
Yeah, those two start line underperformers to get on the pace, get themselves back in contact. Kito Abe is a very good racer, but he's got quite a lot of ground to make up there, you can see from that shot.
So Cameron Dunker, the number 12, also making a beeline. He's got himself into P6 as Dunker on the Yamaha. He didn't look well earlier on, did he? Bit of food poisoning, but he's back on the bike as Abe tries to recover from a desperately poor start.
Zakwan challenging Aslan for P3. He'll stay put for the time being. A long, long way to go.
His control have said the start was clear, so no problems for anybody to worry about, other than the fact that, well, if you're Kito Abe, you're 6 places behind Hafiz Syahrin. Abe is the championship leader on 101 points. Hafiz Syahrin Abdullah is on 92, Azoi Hakim 91, Nakarin Atirapuvapat on 88, Zakwan Zaidi 85.
Yeah, despite the pace all weekend of Hafiz, Nakarin being kind of midfield, Nakarin really keeping the Malaysian star honest. Ducati versus Honda, they're both runty, fast machines.
From Dunlop, the news has come in of what the tyre wear is, and it's interesting that Hafiz has gone for hard compound on front and rear tyre, but Abe has gone for a completely different strategy, as we were hearing in the pre-race interview.
Yeah, there's been a lot of experimentation. We know that the track surface here always plays a part, but let's look at the number 25 at Aslan, running a medium front and a hard rear. That could be significant. There he is in third. We haven't seen Aslan on the podium this season.
P5 was his best result. That was in the second race in his home competition at Sepang. Third at the moment, Zakwan just behind him. Arbe's got himself up ahead of Azroy Hakim Anwar, so he's into P5. But if Kito Arbe is to get close to Hafiz, he's got a long way to come back from. 2.1 seconds down. 10 laps to go. We're about a quarter of the way through this race.
Yeah, Nakarin still all over that Ducati just in front of him. And Zakwan coming up the inside. Two former ASB1000 champions battling there for P3. Advantage Zakwan right now. Kito Arbe coming up behind Aslan.
Aslan, 41 years of age. Oh, 41 in October, isn't he? He's 40 now. Sorry for doing you a year. He's still riding and still looking fit. Looking like a memory, actually.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that. I certainly think that's true. And he's happy. Seems very well kind of adjusted, enjoying his racing. So you can expect some good stuff from Aslan. The good stuff he needs to do immediately is to try and keep Kito Arbe behind him.
Arbe the focus of our attention at the moment. P5 behind him. Azroy Hakim Anwar. Let's not forget Azroy's in that mix as well. He's only a point behind Hafiz Syahrin, the SDG Hard Pro team.
Yeah, unflappable as ever in the SDG pit. Although we did see some amusement there during the qualifying Mind Games.
Hafiz looking in control at the moment. Chip Nakarin. It looks like he's chasing and having to work hard to chase.
I think it will come down perhaps to tyre wear. Nakarin on... Oh!
Who is it? It's two of them. It's
Kito.
Arbe!
It's Kito's down.
It's Kito Arbe has gone.
And...
Was it Lachlan? No, I don't think so. Kito Arbe in P6. He's out. That's the big one. And Lachlan Epis is the other one. Arbe, whoa, that is a huge moment in the championship. Enormous. And what an opportunity for Hafiz Syahrin.
Yeah, Kito came in with a 7-point advantage on Hafiz. And Kito is race 1 here at Mandalika, literally in the dust. He is going to remount, so he'll pick up a few points.
Reaction.
We couldn't see the cause there. We could see Kito was laying the blame.
Lachlan was accepting the blame.
That's how I read that. But as you said, there's massive for the championship because it was so close. And while that's going on, Hafiz is gapping Nakarin behind him.
The one consolation for Kito Arbe, if he gets up, which he has, with Apiwat out, there is a chance for him to actually pick up maybe 5 or 6 points. So it's damage limitation for Arbe here. But for Hafiz Syahrin, what an opportunity. Last lap, a 1:35.209, fastest on the track so far.
Yeah, you can see this coming in a way. Interesting what he said on the grid, which was that he's been keeping the same setup since Sepang. I do believe it. I think the only thing they've really been changing has been tyres, electronics.
Johor crew, they've been working hard. This is their second season in the Asia Road Racing Championship. There's a big investment from the southern state in Malaysia and in Hafiz, which puts pressure on. But it looks like that investment is getting a return. But so much can change. We've just seen that. And Zakwan Zaidi, he won't give this one up. Chip Nakarin won't give this one up. The Hondas are quick.
Yeah, Nakarin could be, he might have used some tyres up in chase. Running a medium front and a hard rear.
It's not a relaxed look yet on the Ducati team, on the JDT team.
It's almost more worrying when your guy's in the lead, isn't it?
Particularly when you can feel the 25 points. They're yours for the taking. 7 laps to go. We're just approaching halfway. We're about halfway. Hafiz Syahrin leads by 1.1 seconds.
Zakwan currently lapping faster than the man in front of him, his former teammate in the Honda Asia Dream Racing outfit, and indeed teammate a couple of weeks ago in Suzuka. Zakwan Zaidi has got more pace currently than Nakarin. There is Azroy, currently 5th.
It's been a tough day in the Honda Malaysia garages. They'll be hoping maybe that Azroy Hakim can close in. They'll be hoping that Zakwan is able to at least hold on to P3 to pick up another podium. Which for Zakwan would be podium number 5 of the season if he is in the top 3. There's Aslan Shah, who you mentioned hasn't had a podium. And of course with Apiwat not being able to get off the starting line, BMW are hoping for a podium just to compensate for Apiwat's problems.
Yeah, that lead of Hafiz now up to 1.5 seconds, just over half race distance.
Well, he's back out on the circuit and he's up into 9th place. Okay, that's 7 points for Kito Abe. Lachlan Epis also up. Show you Joe in 10th, but Abe.
Yeah, damage limitation today and have another crack tomorrow. Meanwhile, Zakwan closes in on Nakarin.
A 9-point lead coming into this race as Zakwan closes in on Chip Nakarin. Yeah, Abe had a 9-point lead coming into this race. He would trail by 9 if it remains the same as it is at the moment.
Aslan, he's going quickly as well. He was fastest on track last time.
1:35.7.
Zakwan lapping slightly quicker than our race leader Hafiz Syahrin, although he's pretty much in another postcode at the moment.
P2. Nakarin. Tirapuvapat.
Yeah, busy rider Nakarin. The last couple of months he's been in 5 Moto2 races. So in other words, he's been all over Europe as well as all over Asia. He's done the Asia Road Racing Championship, as he is today of course, and he's also done the Suzuka 8 Hours. So a lot of race mileage and a lot of air miles.
A lot of air miles, I'm thinking that. I don't know the answer. I'm assuming they all fly business class.
I would hope so, because
that would be tough.
It would be tough if you did it economy.
Zakwan closes in. Zakwan's got some pace as well. 1:36 dead last time out.
Yeah, Nakarin just stabilised that gap. He was slightly quicker then.
2.3 seconds between 1 and 2. Next to nothing between 2 and 3. That's what you're seeing at the moment. The 2 Hondas, 2 experienced campaigners on similar bikes.
Further back in 6th and 7th, you've got Cam Dunker and Andy Farid locked in a little fight.
Joe Francis is giving this a go as well, although he's down in P8. He's within 2 seconds of Andy Farid and Cameron Dunker.
Yeah, good shot of that 3-second gap. And that gap stable now. As though Zakwan was catching Nakarin. Nakarin just seems to have control once again.
Aslam a little bit distant. A crash that took out 2 of the main contenders. Oh, well, certainly one of the main contenders, Kito Abe, and one of the fast racers, Lachlan Epis, has really had a major impact on this race. And we've got a man being lapped. I'm assuming that was Chiu Yu Zhou.
I would think so, yeah.
Lachlan has withdrawn from the race. He's in the pits. Happy Watt retired. Chiu Yu Zhou in the pits.
Still nothing to choose in this battle for P2. Zakwan can't quite get close enough to show Nakarin a wheel. That was about 1.5 tenths last time. Cooler conditions out there now. There's pretty comprehensive cloud cover above as we get into these final stages.
It's the battle for P4, which Azrahi Hakim Ammar would really like just to pick up the extra point. You'd like to get 13 rather than the 11 points.
Yeah, that's another one. Good call, Des, to keep an eye on.
Zakwan closing in.
Yeah, Zakwan a bit quicker through sectors 2 and 3, I think. No trouble for the blue and red Ducati ahead of them.
It's been mighty impressive from Hafiz Syahrin. He has posted some quick times of 1:35.9, regularly in the low 1:36s. Best time 1:35.2.
That was the best lap of the race there for Nakarin as they start the penultimate, the last but one lap of this 13-lap race. Zakwan, you suspect, stealing himself to see if he can close in. Nakarin, not an easy rider to pass.
No, even if you get close enough, he'll take the lines, he'll make his bike as big as he possibly can.
Yeah, look at that in sector 2, Nakarin just stretching out the front of him, just keeping himself frustratingly out of reach for his Malaysian former teammate.
Well, results-wise, again, if it remains the same, this will put Nakarin Atirapuvapat level with Kito Abe. They'll leapfrog Azrahi Hakim.
Through sector 3, there's really nothing to choose between them, and this is a good job being done by Nakarin because there's really consistent pressure from Zakwan. Is this rider feeling the pressure? Doesn't look like it. I think he expected the win.
There has been a confidence in the pre-race interview. Daniel was asking about what has changed in Sepang. The setup hasn't changed, but the improvement and the momentum from the JDT team has improved through Sepang, through Japan, and now here onto Indonesia, onto Lombok at the Mandalika International Circuit. And that lead is huge now.
Yeah, and Zakwan's trying to make it a game here.
We're on the final lap.
Yeah, he's good. That's as close as he's been to Nakarin.
As you say, getting close is one thing, getting past is another. Zakwan looks on the inside, leaves the braking as late as he can, but can't hold on.
Nice switch back to the inside by Nakarin. He's not going to give that up easily.
This is going down to turn 16, 17.
It is. It's going to be who gets out of turn 16.
Fabulous
on the best
corner.
line, yeah. Great racing here at Mandalika.
Very good. There's your leader, Hafiz Syahrin. Comes in right then. This is the moment for Zakwan. If he's going to make his move, he's got to make it now. Zakwan tries to get on the inside. Hafiz Syahrin comes through to take the victory. Hafiz Syahrin back-to-back wins and is the leader in the championship. Behind him, Nakarin Aturapuvapat holds off Zakwan Zaidi. Aslan Sharkat Razaman comes through in P4. But is this a decisive moment in the ARRC ASB1000? I think, Barry Russell, it is.
It feels like it to me. You sense this coming right from, well, perhaps last race at Motegi, but certainly from the first practice session yesterday morning. As the flag of Johor gets handed